Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Temperance Star. I'm going to be doing a lovely reading for the collective today. Thank you for clicking on my channel, clicking on this video, and allowing me to read for you guys. I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope your day is going great, evening is going great, time is going great. So today's reading, I'm going to most likely be doing a love reading because I'm going in with the True Emotional Oracle deck. But right now, I'm currently dabbling into my, which tarot deck is this? This is the 8 Weights hieroglyphic. Is that how you say it? What's the, someone may have some children around them, or someone may be very playful, but someone deems you as very playful. Because the first card that came out was the Two of Wands. So someone may be trying to plan something, but maybe stuck in a very playful type of energy, a childlike energy. Or you're trying to plan something with someone, but you may not deem them serious, or someone may not be taking you seriously. They may be in a childish energy or have children around them. I don't know why I just picked that up heavy about this, because I just picked up on some children outside my window. But yes, I'm going in, what was that? Hieroglyphic? You know, the iridescent, that you see it. That tarot cards, but I'm going in with this. The first card that I did pull out was the Two of Wands. And you see, that's the word I was trying to get, that thing that's doing that. And with the Two of Wands in this reading, I'm getting someone's trying to make plans with you, collective, and move forward with you. But you may not even be wanting or looking at this person. You may deem this person childish. This person may not be in your energy. This could be someone that you deem unfit for you. So they could be watching from the outside, especially because, again, I heard that I take things very seriously. I heard that child outside my window. I don't be hearing children outside my window for real. I be hearing other stuff. But at this time, in this weather, in this moment, to hear that, I'm like, to someone outside your energy trying to get in that you may see as not fit for you. So they're kind of just watching, kind of waiting for that in. And then we have Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So you may be secretly holding out for more of an Emperor energy to come in versus impulsively letting in something else. Or you may be trying to take control of your own situation. The Two of Wands can also be you planning something. Well, we got, how many cards is this? No, too many cards. But yeah, anyways, I do hope you guys' time is going wonderful. I do want this to be more general, so I don't want to talk about the time of the year, but it is winter. It's cold, okay, frio, okay. I sound stuffy is because I am. I've been recovering from multiple times of being sick, and I'm so sorry. But we're still here, you know, broken nails and all. I am. What did I say? It's for real, okay? But yeah, someone does not want to be left out in the cold. Someone is planning, I'm telling you, like this. Someone does not want to be left out in the cold anymore. And they are truly trying, oh, please pick up. They're truly trying to make a way on how to reverse whatever may be keeping you guys apart at the moment. And again, this can be someone that you felt like was dragging you down. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody you may have felt that's been dragging you down. Someone that puts you in a very negative energy. Someone that may have, you could have, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, that's not attractive. Like, you didn't feel attractive with this person. You may have felt jealous with this person. This person may have made you jealous about other people. This person gonna possibly put you in a childish energy. You may have not recognized yourself when you were with this person. And it's something that you just don't really want to go back to, while that this person is kind of reminiscent on how they can put you back in that type of energy. With the 9 of Wands, I'm not going to take it because it's a whole stack of cards right here, but with the 9 of Wands also, I'm just behind this. And then the Temperance, it's like you're trying to defend yourself and keep yourself balanced, because it's like you really had to fight your way out of whatever situation that was. And what's behind this? And then the King of Wands, yeah, this, wow. You had to really defend yourself. I almost want to take it because we had, and then we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom. It's like, please tell me it's focused. It's like this person, you really had to wait for an angel to damn near give you the strength to defend yourself from somebody who was truly, I don't want to say beating you down, but with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like you could have been in a 5 of Pentacles with this person. And to come out of that, it does take a 9 of Wands energy to reverse the losses you could have taken being with someone like a King of Wands in reverse, which is someone who's selfish, who's a coward. I don't want to say a coward, that's kind of cheesy, but it's like someone who's selfish, someone who's very clingy, someone who's not realistic, who has no type of self-awareness, someone who could have been very possessive over you, someone who could have been projecting a lot of their insecurities onto you, which is why we saw that Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like whatever you saw yourself as, they possibly, whatever you came into the relationship as, that's not how you left the relationship, is what I'm getting. Like, we saw the Queen of Wands in reverse, but it was at the bottom of the deck. And then the King of Wands is what ended up coming out in that stack right under the 9 of Wands and the Temperance. It's like you needed an angel to literally come whisper in your ear how to deliberately get out of hell, damn near, with this King of Wands in reverse. And with this 2 of Wands, you possibly could just be looking back, reflecting, or turning your back onto the situation altogether. I'm gonna get one more card from this deck, and then I'm gonna move on with the Oracle. But this person definitely is plotting and planning. I'm telling you that right now. Whether you have your back turned to this though, regardless. I see Justice in reverse trying to peek out. Whoa. And I think that was the Chariot, but I'm not gonna take it. Oh, that's a Queen of Cups. Oh. King of Swords and a 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Can't take any. 1 card. Angels, 1 card. Not really fond of these cards because they're so thin. The love you guys could have shared could have been like the thin, like a very thin type of love. However, the hate I'm getting, the fire for one another could have been the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's like you didn't get nothing from this. It's almost like the only thing you gained from this was your strength. With the, oh my goodness, like you didn't gain nothing from this. With the Lovers in reverse at the bottom, you ain't gain nothing from this besides basically your strength. Yup, the 6 of Wands and the Queen of Cups at the bottom. All 3 of these at the bottom. The 6 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. It's like you got nothing from this, but most likely like self-love, if anything. And then we got the Chariot. I just mentioned the Chariot. You could have gotten nothing out of this besides your strength. Like letting this go and coming to a realization of what you will and will not tolerate. And if anything, that angels are real with the Temperance card and how to balance your emotions. especially when we saw the Queen of Cups. It's like learning how to balance your emotions before someone comes in and manipulates them. Someone charming with someone with a false sense of confidence, false sense of humor, false sense of identity comes in and confuses you and manipulates you into thinking that there's someone that they're not, someone who has nothing to offer you, but they're acting like they do. A Knight of Pentacles, a false Knight of Pentacles coming in, acting like they have something, but they have absolutely nothing to give you. And like learning how to give it to yourself. I'm hearing thin line. It's like someone's on a thin line. A thin line. But I'm leaving that love is in reverse. I'm leaving this at the bottom. Y'all heard that? I don't know who this person is. Stay away from him. That is crazy. That's actually crazy. I never hear that. That's crazy. All right, I'm going in with the Oracle deck. I don't know who this is. You are like done with this person, and they are fed up. Okay. I don't know who this person is. Like, you're so done with them, and they are like so fed up because I think they're like, they knew all along, I think, that you were better than them, or like that you deserved better. But I think deep down, they thought that their illusions were working. I'm hearing. It was like a thin line between fantasy and reality. A thin line between fantasy and reality, especially with the Temperance card, because with the Temperance card, she has like her foot in the water and then her foot on the ground. It's like there was such a thin line between the two of you, or how you viewed this person, I guess, of what was real and then what was not real with this person. It doesn't have to be like literally, but maybe more so the image of this person, especially the King of Wands coming out. It's like you had to truly balance out who this person is to be able to defend yourself properly against them, because they were attacking you slowly but surely. They was attacking them in a way, especially with the Lovers in reverse. It's almost like this is somebody who was tied to you with the it's like the love for you was so thin, but the knot they had around you was thick. Like the knot that they had, the hate that they had for you, the passion that they had to make sure that you ain't going nowhere because you fueled them of something. And I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, because this is low-key, I'm starting to, my head started to really low-key, like, because what is this? What is this, angels? Give me more about this Two of Wands. Oh, wait, I'm going in with the Oracle deck. Well, yeah. Give me more of this Two of Wands. What's this Two of Wands with the Oracle deck? Okay, one fell on the floor and one came out of my hand. So the one... Somebody planned on how to run away. You really... Oh my gosh. And then we got too late in reverse. Running and too late in reverse. It's never too late to get the up out of situation. This isn't funny. It's never too late to get out of a situation. We do have Queen Bee in reverse at the bottom. So the Two of Wands is you. Like, you had to really learn and plan how to safely get out of this situation. Because even with the running, it's like, it literally looks like, it's like you had to get out. You had to get out of this. Who wants to be stuck like this? Who wants to be in the Five of Pentacles? Nobody wants to be in the nobody wants to be out losing money, losing opportunities, losing homes, or downgrading homes, downgrading cars, going from 5-star restaurants to now being at McDonald's or Applebee's or, the Cheesecake Factory. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like, nobody wants to go from one situation and then you just see yourself in a completely opposite side of the world, and you realize like, oh my gosh, this whole time this Knight of Pentacles in reverse was not really bringing me nothing. This person was never an emperor. Remember we saw the emperor at the bottom of the deck? It's like coming to the realization that this person planted that seed. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, they're supposed to bring you something. They're bringing you an offer. They're bringing you some like stability. They're bringing you an opportunity. They're bringing you something. They're rushing in movement of something. It's like the emperor being in reverse. It's like they were bringing you a false identity of them being an emperor. That was the illusion. That was the King of Wands in reverse. That was the manipulation tactic. That was the seed that they planted for you. And all that did was put you and them in this Five of Pentacles. And the lovers, like, y'all weren't going nowhere. Y'all was tethered. But y'all, what was y'all, where was y'all going? Y'all wasn't doing nothing. And it took you a while. I think you just had to sit and like really think things through. And I think an angel, an ancestor, your prayers, your higher self, you had to really balance your own emotions to come to terms that everything that this person may have been telling you, saying to you, or maybe your own illusions, maybe your own, you know, manifestations you may have wanted to project onto this person just was never going to come true. But something tells me this person was lying. But yeah, we got running in too late in reverse for that Two of Wands. Somebody planned how to get out of there and they got out of there. Tell me what this Nine of Wands is. Ooh. And we got, so we got Firestorm in reverse. Yeah, defend yourself from this brewing false romance, this brewing false sense of happiness, this false sense of true love, this false sense of we are together, like you are my person, this false sense of a twin flame. Again with the two people, it's like this was upright and then this is in reverse. And the Firestorm came out in reverse. It's like, again, you had to defend yourself against a false sense of something that could have completely had you dying out, quite literally. You know, some people have fates of like, or like challenging fates of like becoming like a drug addict, you know, or a sex worker. And nothing's wrong to my sex workers, but that, or doing crimes that are unspeakable at this time, doing things that are just unfathomable. Some people have faiths like that because of their past lives, or sometimes family stuff, family traumas, and God knows what else. Their faiths end up being some crazy stuff. It's like you had an epiphany. You know, an angel came down and talked to you with the Temperance card. You had to balance your emotions out with this Nine of Wands. After going within and really balancing your fire, because once fire gets out of control, fire is, again, we had a firestorm. It was a firestorm. This firestorm is not us on drugs. I mean, it could be. You could be just getting high every day with somebody, or getting drunk every day with somebody, doing drugs. This could be very specific. This could be y'all. This could be a Five of Pentacles. This could be a Five of Pentacles situation where people are like literally homeless because they're stuck on some type of drug with their person, with their partner, and this is a firestorm. This is the, what's it called? Example of what the firestorm could be. It's like y'all are crashing out basically together in love, high as hell, drunk as hell, doing crimes, you know, Bonnie and Clyde, but in reality y'all are committing crimes. Y'all are, you know, doing things together that's not in a moderate tone, I guess you can say. Nobody's working on their passion. The fire for their own passions is not being put where they're supposed to be put. They're being put in places that they're not supposed to be put. They're being put in false romances. And when they be put in false romances, guess what? Firestorms start to brew because that fire is not being put where it's supposed to be put. And when that happens, you have fake Kings of Wands thinking that they are the ish and they can just do anything that they want. But in reality, they're not doing it. They're not going nowhere. They're not moving. A Knight of Pentacles in reverse is not going anywhere. They're stopped dead in their tracks. They're stopped dead in their tracks. And the fate of that is what you, someone with a divine purpose, you're going to then have to take on that karma. And like I said, with that Queen of Wands in reverse, now you can't manifest. Now all of a sudden your creatives, your, what's it called, your solar plexus that they be talking about, now that's blocked. Everything that you usually passionate about, you can't even get past. You can't even do your hair no more. Or you can't even sit there and draw a painting no more. You can't even get up and play the video games no more. Because you're so wrapped up in this romance / firestorm, doing things that you never did before, because you're tied up to the wrong person. They said a lot of wars started over women too. Pop the question in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody who probably, ooh, let's get that. This is somebody who probably would have popped the question. But that's a no. And I just heard ice cubes. Yeah, that's a no. Because how you can't pop, it's like, what type of relationship would this be? Maybe this is somebody who did pop the question and then everything flashed before your eyes. Yep. But under pressure at the bottom. I was about to say that. I'm like, maybe this person did pop the question and then everything flashed before your eyes. Because that happens. People be in like fantasy land and then, or they be so wrapped up in their partner's world that they don't realize what's happening until, you know, the conversations of marriage come up, the conversations of moving in together come up, the conversations of having kids come up, the conversations of actually being with this person for the rest of your lives come up, the conversations of basically becoming one comes up. And then that's when everything hits them like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be in your firestorm. Like, this is not it. Like, you're actually a mess. You know what I mean? Like, you actually have to look at your partner like, oh my gosh, you're actually a mess. Like, I would never want to X, Y, and Z. And there's nothing to you. Like, you know, you may love that person, but it's like, no. You know, and then all of a sudden that person you was looking at as the emperor starts to be looked at as a King of Wands in reverse. And then you ran, you know, Lord, because it puts you into hindsight when real decisions have to be made, when it's really time to start getting together. Okay, we have to plan a wedding, or we have to now move in, we have to find houses, we have to find apartments, we have to start going to the doctors and seeing when eggs and stuff, like, I don't know how that stuff happens or how it goes about, but when those conversations start to take place, that's when the partner starts to really set in. Because again, people be on autopilot. So it's like when people are on autopilot, especially when they are a certain type of personality, things then click in when it's like, it's almost like a, you know, when people are hypnotized. You know, especially when you're dealing with like a King of Wands or a Queen of Wands in reverse and stuff like that. When you're telling someone what they want to hear, it's not like they forget reality, because they're, again, with the Temperance, 1 foot in reality, 1 foot in the dream world. And then, and it's so crazy because this came out right under the Temperance card. Then all of a sudden you tell them that magic word that just poof, snaps them right on out. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, wait. How long we've been together? Wait. What you mean get married? We can't get married. Like, what? Wait, we've been together for 5, 6 years, 2 years, what, 3 months? What? Wait, you want to move in? You want to have kids? Wait, what? How long? Wait, why is this? Oh, you thought this was serious? Like, you don't see how much of a mess we are? You don't see your issues? You don't see my issues? And then that's when you realize just how much of a... And then you can realize, like, you know, actually, it's not too late to go. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late. Never too late. As long as you got breath, you have options. ooh, what's this? With the twin flames and the queen bee. These were just up. But what I'm getting with the twin flames and the queen bee in reverse, it's like once you connected with this person, you could have like thought like, oh yeah, this must be my twin flame. This might be my person I'm supposed to be with, because it came out after the pop the question. It's like, and it's right under the King of Wands. It's like this person put you in a energy that reflected theirs, because you guys, and with the fire energy, you guys as fire was mirroring each other's. It's mirroring each other's. It's not joining. The thing is, it's almost like it's not even like the fire is joining. The fire is actually just mirroring each other. And it's like the more one gets more upset that the other is dancing, the other gets upset and it gets even bigger. And it's just mirroring, but it's not conjoining. It's not conjoining and then getting smaller. It's just getting bigger and bigger and dancing and getting bigger and bigger and mirroring. And you know, when you have two people who are now in energies that's the complete opposite of themselves, their shadow selves, the worst version of themselves, you're not going to get the healthiest outcome of what you would want a married couple to be, a sweet love to be, someone who would then, you know, produce a household, a family, you know, someone you would rent to, someone to be your neighbor, someone you would then want to be your colleague, because now their family life, God knows how their family life is and how that's going to trickle down into their work, how that's going to trickle down into how they, you know, if they're a teacher, how they're going to teach the children, how if they're doing, well, that's work still, but how they're going to be, you know, in the family. If this is your family member, this going to trickle down how they're now treating their family, because at home is not the best, because they're a burning flame inside matching someone else's burning flame, and it has nothing to do with the actual real them. And it's like you see someone turning to a complete monster that not only themselves don't recognize, but now you, the outside person that's related to them and close to them, that remembers them prior to that false person, you're just a witness, and you're just like, how did this happen? And I got fed up again, but I don't know why I picked up on other people's energy. We've got mirroring, but yeah, I don't know why I picked up on someone else's energy, but it gives me like there's people around you, collective, that also may have seen you turn into something that they didn't recognize as well. It's not just you. Maybe someone else picked up that you weren't yourself. Because with the queen bee, when you're a queen bee, it's like you have eyes on you, period. There's eyes on you. There's eyes on you. And with the twin flames coming upright, it's almost like people were like, oh yeah, it's because of that person that they swear up and down is X, Y, and Z. It's because of that person. Yeah. We got the Magician at the bottom of this deck. This is the first card I see, is the Magician. This is somebody, again, trying to manipulate how you see them. The Knight of Pentacles upright. Look, I told you, with the Magician, they wanted to come in, act like they had one offer, act like they were bringing in this like emperor energy. I am my own man or woman, and I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I'm stable, I'm divine, I'm this, I'm that. Like, I really had X, Y, and Z on lock the whole time. They don't got nothing. No emotional intelligence, no stability, no determination, confidence. It's almost like the list was slowly going on. But it's like when you're in your dream state, you can be noting this, but you're not taking action on it, but you're noting it. And again, it takes for that question, that pop the question, to come out, that will you marry me? Will you move in with me? Will you have my kids? Will you meet my family? Will you It takes for that to come out, for you to snap out of it like, well, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, and then you're like, oh no, we gotta wrap this up now, pronto, you know. Tell me more, angels. And this reading is pretty cutthroat, so I might end it. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like It's like you come to the like, this ain't going nowhere. If anything, I'm getting karma. Like, you know, you're with a person, everything just starts going shit. You know what I mean? Like with the 8 of Swords, it's like everything's going to shit. Did I do this to myself, or are you doing this to me? 8 of Swords. And then the Strength card. You had to go find your own strength. I told you to unwrap yourself. Unwrap the illusions. We got the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because this person was a liar. This person lied. They lied, and lied, and lied, and lied, and lied. To the point where you can't tell the reality from the things that they're telling you. And this person worked hard at it, non-stop. 8 of Pentacles, that's someone that's constantly feeding the illusion, the bubble, the whatever you guys may have had. They're constantly feeding it. It may have not been much, okay? But they were feeding it. So where it was harder and harder for someone to snap out of it. The fact that the Temperance came out lets me know an angel literally had to come to you. And that can be in so many different ways to tell you to get out of this. Because in other areas, so many people went down this route and got married because they thought that they got their twin flame. You're the only one who picked up the call and said, no, this is not the 7 of Wands. You the only one that picked up the call and said, no, I have to do something. I have to do something. I have to listen. With this light, like with this picture, it's like someone standing up. Like this is somebody standing up. Like I have to do something against. Like in the 8 of Wands, I have to do something. And communication was immediately, it's like you immediately started getting downloads. Memories started coming to you. Messages, things that you forgot. Random things sitting there getting popped up and you're just like, what? Then all of a sudden you're going outside, you're seeing things. You know, you're randomly talking to people. You're watching stuff and you're seeing. So you're like, wait a minute. Am I going crazy or am I being like talked to? Right? Like that's what I'm feeling like you were sitting there dealing with. Like, and with that came the revelation that you may have had to separate or run potentially now or in the past. The King of Pentacles. Because it's like, why be with a liar when you could be with somebody who's stable? And we got the Magician, and then you put a Magician down. That's when the illusions fell. No more magic tricks. No more magic tricks. Ooh, too many cards. But we got the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Hyphenot. The Ace of Swords and the Hyphenot. Whoa. Yeah, like I said, there could have been a community that knew that this person was lying to you. That this person was making things go bad for you, because with the Ace of Swords coming out after the King of Pentacles, and then the Hyphenot coming out under the Wheel of Fortune, just so you guys see the Hyphenot, because these cards are actually beautiful. They're different. And then this is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords actually has like black nails on it. It gives me that there was a community definitely watching how this was playing out. And when they were watching how this playing out, they were watching your life go down for the worse. For sure, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, and we had the King of Swords out in reverse, and now the Queen of Swords at the bottom. People were watching this. I don't know, collective. You know, right now, collective, if you think people were not watching you and whoever this person was, they were watching this and they were watching your life go down. And they weren't saying crap. But the Ace of Swords in reverse, that lets me know no one was saying anything. They knew this was lies, but nobody was saying nothing. Nobody was saying nothing. People knew you deserved a King of Pentacles type. But they knew that you were with this King of Swords in reverse. This King of Wands in reverse. They knew that you were being fed nothing but charm and lies. And nobody stepped in. They knew you were being fed charm and lies, but everyone knew that you deserved nothing but growth, stability. Someone you could rely on. With the sun, that's the truth. Happiness. Pure joy. Someone that gives you peace. This person didn't give you no peace. And people saw that this person didn't give you peace. I don't know how they saw. Tell me more. With the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah. The Seven of Swords in reverse is that it's like whatever was being deceptive was seen. But only you, it's like you were the only one that didn't see it. With the Fool in reverse, it's like you were the only one that kind of didn't really see it. But you see now. Because it came out under the King of Swords. In reverse. Remember, that's in reverse. But I'm about to close this out because, dang, we ain't get nothing sweet. Give me some closing messages for the collective. Oh, the Four of Pentacles and the Hermit. Yeah. And the Magician again. This person is trying to manifest their asses back. Yeah, this person is watching you, and they are trying to manifest their ways. Yeah, they're trying to figure out new ways on how to get with you, how to impress you. They're trying to think of new ways to get you, but they don't know nothing because you may have completely gone silent on this person. So this person doesn't know truly how to get to you, or this person is now in Hermit trying to figure out how to get to you. But something tells me that it's the opposite. It's more so that this person is trying to figure out new ways on how to get back into your energy, because that's where they felt the most comfortable. That's where they felt the most powerful, with the Moon in reverse, and that's what's hidden. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's something that they would not want you to know. That this person may not even like really love. Like I said, there's a thin line. Like, it's not love. This is not love. It was never love. It was always what they may have gained. And you may not even think that you gave them anything, but you gave them a lot. I don't know what you gave them, but you gave them a lot. You were a queen bee. So you gave them so much that they benefited from, and they would never tell you how they benefited from it. They would never tell you. And that's why they're trying their hardest to figure out how they can swoop in and get you back and like hold you so that you can, you can't ever be like let go again. Yep. Like, you're to yourself right now, but they're trying to find a way to get back in your energy and like seal you back off. Like, they'll put you in a dungeon if they can. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, so stay away from this person if you can. Closing messages for the collective. What should the collective know? We got, I'm gonna take this card. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you will never be able to build anything with this. The Ten of Pentacles, you will never be able to build the stable, fruitful life that you want with this person. Because something tells me, collective, that you want something that's stable with the Six of Swords, and you're moving away. You're moving away. Yep. Nine of Swords. You're moving away from this person because it was nothing but pain. And the Ace of Wands, because you can't do nothing with this person. You're a creative person. You're a smart person. You're someone with ideas, someone with passion. And all this person did was keep you stuck in some type of like mental prison that you don't even know yourself how to describe. With the Star in reverse at the bottom, it's like you don't even know how to describe it. And that right there is the power that they had over you. The fact that you can't even describe and pinpoint their spell is the spell. So if I were you, collective, I will keep on running. Okay? because you can't build nothing with this person. Your wishes, things you want for yourself, things you want for your future life, lover, twin flame, soulmate, family, career, whatever it is that you want for your life, you will not be able to have it with whoever this energy is. And best believe they are watching and waiting for the perfect opportunity to be able to come in with new ways, new methods to try to get back in, because they need it. It's like a vampire, so be careful, okay? But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay safe in this weather. Please stay vigilant. Please stay with clarity, and please have peace in your hearts, okay? Speak love, but don't allow anyone to manipulate you. Don't allow anyone to play with you, and don't allow anyone to take your kindness as weakness, okay? Keep defending yourselves, your lights, and that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.